first of all, can we just, looking back on this regular season, can you talk a little bit about what you think you improved on most?
As a defense?
Yep.
I just think we did such a good job of, recognizing the adversity and coming back from it. I think, throughout all year and throughout every game there's going to be adversity, but I think we just did a better job of handling that as the year went on.
Sure, and then personally, do you think you can pinpoint anything that really you worked towards?
I think, I've really tried hard to work on being more of a vocal leader. I've always been a guy who, just lead by example and kind of, stay in my own lane, but I think this year I've, started to talk more and, bring more of that energy that, Vince and all those guys bring every day. So, I've been trying to just come out of my shell a little bit for sure.
Sure, and speaking of energy, obviously last week there was a little bit of a rough start.
Yeah,
defense.
right.
So what are you guys kind of doing to approach this week to get that start right away and start strong?
Yeah, I think last week we just came out and got out physical, and then we picked it up in the second half. But yeah, this Penn State team is really good. If we come out the same way we did against Minnesota, the same result's going to happen. So we have to just make sure that our energy is there and make sure that we're focused in on what we have to do and execute, and we'll be okay.
Sure. And then what are some of the big strengths that Penn State's offense brings to you guys?
Yeah, so they're a tempo team, so they're going to get on the ball and go fast. So I think we have to make sure we know mentally what we're doing, because if we don't, a lot of bad things could happen against a good team and a good running back and quarterback and a good old line. So it's going to be a good challenge. We're excited for it.
Sure. And you mentioned the quarterback. What strengths does he bring? Obviously, dual threat.
Yeah.
Approached that before. So how are you looking to it this week?
Yeah, I think we have to play 11-man football to where everyone knows exactly what they're doing, because if someone's out of the gap or if someone doesn't really know what's happening on the play, he can really hurt you. So, and they have a good enough line to where they can seal you off and execute. So we have to be on our best for sure.
Sure. And then what does it mean for both you and for this defense as a whole to go to the Big Ten Championship, to return and represent the West?
Yeah, it's something that we set out every year to do, something that's on our goals list. So we're excited to be here, but it's you don't just want to get there, you want to go there and win it. So we've really been focusing hard this week, and we're ready to go.
Sure. Obviously, this week has been full of a lot of awards as well for the team. Looking at Coach Chris, second season, what does he bring to this team?
Yeah, I think he's just such a personal guy, to where he can really talk to you and you really truly believe what he's saying, and he really wants to know how you're doing and things like that. So I think he just has such a good relationship with a lot of guys on the team. So it's hard not to want to play for a guy like that. So we're excited that he got that award and everything like that too.
Sure. Is there anything specifically you've learned from him in his time here?
Yeah, I think one of the things that he always preaches on is it's going to be hard. Everyone knows it's hard, but it can't change how you approach things. I think he's really big onto no matter what we're doing, if we're in full pads or if we're in spiders, you have to approach the day the same. And I think a lot of guys have taken from that and really used it to their advantage.
Sure. And is there anything you think specifically you can pinpoint that makes him really unique as far as Big Ten coaches go?
Yeah, I don't really know about how the other Big Ten coaches are, but I just know that he's a guy that if you need something, or if you're concerned about something in practice, something like that, you can go talk to him and actually tell him your thoughts, and he'll give you a truthful feedback. So I think it's something that's I don't know if it's different, but it's something that I think is kind of unique about him.
Sure. And then a final question: going into Saturday, what do you think your emotions are going to be like?
Yeah.
To take the field.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it's going to be awesome, but I think you have to find a way to stay in the middle. You can't get too over the edge to where you can't concentrate, and I think it's going to be something that we have to really try hard to do, because it's such a huge stage and everyone's excited to play. So everyone has to just make sure they're focused on what they're doing.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.